This is Digital Photography 1, and this is your first tutorial task, which we want you to do either in the studio, or if you're external you might want to use this as a help to get through some of the tasks, 11 tasks that you need to pass this unit. You will find in the resources folder a clouds JPEG, clouds.jpg, and you'll also find other resources that you'll need throughout the unit in that folder, which is online at the SCU Blackboard site of the unit. So the first thing to do is to drag the JPEG, the clouds.jpg, onto the Photoshop icon, and you'll see that it will, if you hold it there, it will open in Photoshop automatically. Once the image is opened, you can rearrange your palettes and your information from the task PDF like this, so that you can follow through, read, and then work in Photoshop on the other side. So the image clouds.jpg looks like this. If you go to the top menu, this is the menu at the top of Photoshop, you will go to image and then click once on the Mac, left click with the PC. I'll be using Macs in these tutorials, but there's usually the option for a left click in the WinPC environment. Change the width of the image from 3000 to 2000 pixels, and you do that by going to image size, and you'll see a 3000 in the width. Just type in 2000 there, and you'll notice that the image was 17.2 megabytes. It's now only 7.66 megabytes. The advantage of this is it allows you to move and work with smaller files just for the exercises that you are doing. It makes life a little easier. Notice that the resolution is automatically 150. Normally for print the resolution would be 300, and for web the resolution is 72 pixels per inch. You'll need to be aware of changing that to 72, how that will affect the image size, and similarly if you change it to 300, how it will affect the image size. We haven't got time to do that now, but we'll just forge ahead. So we move to the OK button. Now the image, you'll see, has shrunk slightly. Bear in mind we are only looking at 10% sizing with the viewing tool. The magnifying glass shows only a 10% size of the actual size of this image. Go to the top menu and to the select button and select all, and you should see some ants appearing around the image. Go to the top menu again to edit, copy. This makes a copy of the image, and now you want to take that copy and paste it into a new file. So how do you make a new file? You go to File, New, and you'll see it wants to make a file the same size as, you can move it by the way, as the previous file. 2000 is the width, as you can see. So what we're going to do is make this a grayscale image, so you can name it grayscale and say OK. Now you have pasted you need to paste the image into this, so we go edit, paste, and the image is now copied. So what you need to do now is change the mode. And there are various modes in Photoshop, and what we're going to do is go to Image, Mode and Grayscale, and that will flatten and discard, and you now have what's called a grayscale image. If we want to move this, you can Command minus will change the size of the viewing screen, and you can get rid of these. You can actually move the viewing screen around with the bottom right hand corner. There's a small arrows appear which allow you to move that into a better position so we can see things that are going on. You can also change the size of things from the side, so I can move these palettes to make them smaller. I'm just trying to do that so that you can see everything that's going on. Okay, so we're going to do basically the same thing again, only this time we're going to make a bitmap. And so we go to File, New, and again this one will be bitmap. Bitmap is a different kind of mode, and you can get to that once you've been through the grayscale process. So we're going to now paste the original image. We're going to now go to Grayscale, Mode, Grayscale. We'll flatten, discard. Now we have a grayscale, but we want to go a step further, so we go to Mode, Bitmap. You can see with the bitmap the resolution is 150. You can change the resolution to what you want. You can use different kinds of presentations of the screen pattern. You can explore those if you so desire. In this case, we'll just leave it at diffusion dither, and you can see this is basically a black pixel and a white pixel that will basically represent the image. If I change my size down to 10%, press return, you can get an idea that the bitmap looks very similar to the grayscale, but in fact if you go in and have a look at this, it is just a representation of the same thing but with simply black and white pixels. So let's resume, yeah, and 10%, changing the size of the screen just so you can see the entire image. So we've gone through the modes grayscale, we've repeated that for a bitmap. You should have 3 images in front of you: an RGB image, which is the first one, a red, green and blue image, so it's a color image. You have the second one, which is a grayscale image, and you have the third one, which is a bitmap image.